So this was a really fun project for me. I have been helping out this client for a few years, helping her organize her home, and we've been working in her craft room, scrapbook room for a little while to get it just a space that she would like to go in and work in more. So I encouraged her to redo the room because it felt like she didn't really go in there much. So a big step for that was to take down the wallpaper, this outdated wallpaper. That first section was really tough. It took me 2 hours because I was still learning how to take it off before a friend of mine recommended just make sure the glue is really, really wet. So it took me 2 hours. This next section that I'm working on now only took me 2 hours. I got a lot more done on it the second day. So that was really, really cool. The key to taking down wallpaper is really to get the glue really, really wet. So that's what I did this second day. A key to taking down wallpaper is to score it first. So if you have a thin knife or a scoring tool, you want to prep the wall by making thin cuts in the wallpaper so that when you spray it, when it's just wallpaper, the water will seep into those crevices and it makes it easier to peel off that top layer of paper. The first day I started this, I only had a spray bottle of water. I hadn't found the sponges to start using those. And so I would just spray it and then was using my hand to wipe the water around to get the glue wet. But then I went and found a sponge and was able to just use a bowl of water and soak the sponge and then wet the wallpaper, and that gave me that opportunity to get the wallpaper really, really wet. The part I'm working on now is the border, which I discovered was 2 layers. You have the wallpaper and then the border is glued on top of the wallpaper. So that was a little bit of more of a process to get that down. I had to tear off the layer of border first, which was kind of a vinyl material. And then you have the glue section underneath that vinyl piece that you then have to soak and then peel off the paper underneath it. If you're lucky, you can get the paper to peel off with the glue from the border on top of it. It just took soaking that glue from the border, and it allowed me to peel off the border better. So I spent a whole day just doing that border piece to get it off, and went back to that original wall that I had worked on to clean off the glue a little bit more and get it prepped for the future paint job that I will not be doing. This was probably my favorite section of the project because I was able to get so much done in one day, and I was able to work from top to bottom getting the border off as well as the paper. You can see it piling up there, which was just such a satisfying process. My client will be putting cabinets on this wall for storage of her scrapbooking material. I offer furniture assembly as one of my services, and I will be putting those together for her. And then here's the final day. I was able to go through and peel off all the pieces. I had to stand on the counter to get that border off above, which they had put paper underneath the border up top, even though the border covered that whole section, which seemed like overkill to me, but we got it done. Then I had to climb underneath the desk to get that last strip of wallpaper off. Last, I went back around all the outlets to peel off the last bit of wallpaper. And finally, here are the before and after pictures of the entire project. Just feels so good to have this project done. Overall, it took me about 20 hours from start to finish, and it just feels so good to get it done. The client has a painter coming in this next week to get started on painting the walls with her new color palette. And then I'll come in and assemble the cabinets, and we'll put the room back together. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you need help with your next project.